I've been directing about around 185 productions in my life of theatre, opera and musicals. And all the time I did try to find my own way of expressing things. I never copy anybody else. I think art should be very personal and it should speak to the audience you are doing art for. I think this one is the hardest one. And the reason is not that I got the possibility as one of the few directors in the world to do Phantom of the Opera as my own production, non-replica production. I think that the problem is that it's a very complex piece, including so many elements, so many technical challenges, artistical challenges, acting challenges, and to be one of the first doing it, it's naturally a tremendous challenge. And we have been trying to be as inventing as possible. And every invention is a kind of a challenge because you sometimes have the feeling that nothing works. Things, the beautiful ideas in your head just melt away. You must do compromises as a director all the time, not with art as such, but sometimes things don't work on the stage, they work in your fantasy, that things are changing like that. If you live with something 1.5 years, I mean, I did, during this 1.5 years, I did Miserable in Denmark, I did Rain Man in China, I did the opera, L'Elixir d'Amour in the National Opera in Tallinn, and all the time, you know, behind somewhere it was the Phantom of the Opera asking, when do you have time for me? That's kind of a challenge for a director in the moment you do such complex thing, that all your free time you really spend by thinking about how you should do it, what should you do about it. Inspiration came actually from the music naturally. It's a fantastic music. I think it's Lloyd Webber is called our times Puccini. People may or may not agree with it, but Phantom of the Opera and some other pieces are just excellent musical pieces. The music inspired me a lot, but also the story, you know. I've been asking myself all the time why this man is doing what he's doing. And in the piece, it's a moment when they say that Phantom maybe is born with a wound, maybe. I changed that. I mean, I took away that as a statement which is not true. So he's not born with it. It happened in a war situation as a child. And I based a lot of things in this production on that assumption that he has been wounded by people and by violence. You know, the interesting thing is that the theatre in Tartu, Vanemuises, has been bombed 45, and Estonia theatre in Tallinn has also been bombed 45. Somehow that was when I was thinking about how to open what kind of key you need or I need to make people understand the wounds of the Phantom. So I put the beginning in 45 in the Estonian in the Tartu theatre. So the pictures on the side you see, they are really original pictures from the bombed theatre. Naturally, I hope that the public will take it to their heart, and I hope that people people who have seen it in London will say that's different. I don't think you should, you naturally can compare things, but I think this is a very different production to the production in London, and it's a production I'm very proud about. We have a very young, gifted musical director. He's really a great musical director. We have a young choreographer, and I just love working with her. Years stage design, she's really have created in this small space some things which I don't think it was done before in that way. The costumes of Ellen Cairns are just amazing. It looks like I'm sitting here and saying, oh, that will be great, that will be great. You never know. You give your heart, you work very hard. Everybody is just so committed. Everybody, there are about 150, 200 people now working in this production. Everybody is working so hard. And then sometimes you read the critic saying, oh, that was nice, and that's it. Or that was bad. But I think it was, our work together was just great and very challenging for all of us. Naturally, I mean, I have done Richard III, I have done a lot of Shakespeare, I have done Bohème, I have done big operas, Rigoletto. And naturally it's challenging, but what I am saying is that musicals, modern musicals, involve so many knowledges that if you really are not committed to that, and if you don't have the skills, it's very difficult to do it. I mean, everybody can do whatever, but to do it well, I think it's very, very hard and very challenging. This one was really, really hard work. Fantoom is somehow a kind of jubileum for me. I have done 25 productions in this country of theatre, opera and musicals. When I came here the first time, end of '89, to direct Fiddler on the Roof, which opened '91, it was a totally different society. And I had the honor to make a friend with Yuri Krukov, who was one of the most famous and lovely actors this country had. He died very young. He was playing Tevye, and he was just showing me Estonia. He was showing me the physical Estonia, the streets, the houses in Tallinn and in the surroundings. I've been a part of the Baltic chain just before the liberation, and I just with such a Cicero as him, I got in love with Estonia. And that is the reason that I'm coming back all the time and do new productions here. I think it's such a great country, and it's a country which has changed and developed so much. And it just, I'm really proud to work here.